All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable with Rick Delgado. Exclusively on All Business Media.
And welcome to All Business Media, where it is all business all of the time. And I'm your host, Rick Delgado. Welcoming to the show, Leah. You there? Are you there, Leah?
Hello there. How are you today?
Hello there, Leah. Thank you again for joining us. I'm talking about my guest, Leah Skurdal. She is the speaker, teacher, author, healer, baker, candlestick maker, Mastery in the Art of Living. She is the owner of Mastery in the Art of Living at Align O Lakes, Minnesota. MasteryInTheArtOfLiving.com is the website. You can also reach out to her via phone, 651-472-3995. And again, Leah, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Oh, I'm happy to be here today.
Yeah, happy to have you. Did you have a good weekend?
Well, I did have a fabulous weekend. It was very intense day. We had a memorial service for loved ones. I went to the Minnesota State Fair, which is a huge event, and then we had this huge brunch for 12 people, and so it was lots of love, lots of excitement, a little anxiety, a little stress, high energy weekend.
All right. Well, you know what? Thank you for joining us and making sure that we get to catch up with you. Now, before we get rolling, do me a favor. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, I work with leaders, teachers, and healers to connect inward to their own spiritual center and find that place of inner calm so you can navigate the ups and downs of life. And a lot of my clients are empaths and highly sensitive people who get kind of rocked by the stuff of life. And so I teach people how to manage the stress so that they can get their work out to the world in a bigger way. And I brought up the story about my weekend because this morning, after a big weekend like that, I felt a little off. And so I had to practice what I preach. And I had to use some of the tools that I use, that I teach my clients, to get back on track.
All right. Now, what do you mean you felt a little off? Was it because you were so busy that you had so many different things going on? Was that it?
It was part of it being really busy, but it was also part of it being, high emotion with the ups of having a lot of love and lots of hugs and the stress of driving 11 hours and the kind of actually a little anxiety going to the state fair in the haunted mansion and having people jump out at you. And so all that big ball of energy was kind of floating around, and I felt not quite myself, not really managing. So then, what is important then is to center it again, get centered. And a lot of people have those kinds of experiences too. Not only being busy, but maybe being around a lot of people where there's a lot of emotion, a lot of excitement, and you feel drained.
So now, how did you go about doing that? How did you get yourself?
How did I get back on track?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. So I started. I walked, did my little 20-minute walk, and listened to the birds and stuff. And then I still wasn't, all there. I did some yoga. I did some movement. But then the main thing was doing some breathing exercises. And then there's still something off. So I listened to an energy recharge recording that I had made with my class last week as that I had recorded. And that's what I needed. That was the last little bit to get me back on track. So and that's about going inward and doing the very a visualization and along with breathing exercises. Be very intentional about being refocused.
Right.
That make sense?
So is that something where it's almost, I don't know, is self-work? You're working on yourself, so to speak?
Absolutely, yeah, and it requires a lot of, I'm going to say, deep listening by not listening with your outer ears, but listening with your inner ears, listening with the ears of your heart, listening with your intuition for what would be the thing that you need right now. So you set your intention of, I intend to get back on track. I intend to feel good. I intend to get back in joy. And then you wait a moment and listen deeply, like, what is that next right thing? And when you're in that place of listening, then your intuition can guide you.
And that's when you kind of get so you're going inward.
Yeah, going inward instead of outward, because I did, when I dealt with stress, I did only outward things.
Oh yeah, I think most people are guilty of that one there, Leah.
Sure.
When they feel stress, you know it, you can see it, you can hear it, you can see what they're doing. I was stressed the other day, and I started kind of, I was yelling at myself, but it was out loud, and I'm like, oh, I sound like a lunatic again. Here I go. I got to stop this, because I was, I was just like, you're an idiot. Why did you do this sooner? You waited till the last minute, and then of course I'm looking around like, oh, I hope the neighbors aren't watching me.
Right. And but that doesn't do you any good.
No,
because
it didn't do
you start yelling
anything.
at yourself, and it just drags you right down the drain.
Right.
So. Okay, so what did you do to get back out of the hole you're digging yourself into?
I just stopped doing what I was doing. I'm like, forget it. You know what?
All right.
Can't do anything about it. It's done. I just kind of brush your hands off like you got sand on them. I just kind of went, you know what? I'm done. And I'll just walk back in the house, and I won't be crazy anymore. There's no need. It's not getting me anywhere.
Right. Yeah, that's not the energy that you want to be putting out, because that's not the energy you want to be getting back.
Right.
So that's the first step, is just sometimes the first step is just putting your car in neutral. Just, can you go to neutral and and just stop a moment and watch what you're doing.
It's like
so
go
good for you.
It's like go to neutral. Find your neutral, get there.
Exactly.
Or else the neighbor's going to be like, "Uh-oh, there he goes again." Talking to himself on the driveway like a lunatic. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, well, we probably all do that sometimes, too.
I know. Hey, Leah, we got a phone call on the line. Let's go to that real quick. Caller, what's your name?
Hey, this is Sean.
Hey, Sean, where are you calling from?
Calling from New York.
Hey, Sean. Okay, say hello to Leah Skurdal.
Hey, Leah, how are
Hi,
you?
Sean.
Hi, how are you?
Excellent. Thanks for calling.
No problem. So, my girlfriend of 6 months is away right now. And
you're partying? No, I'm kidding.
And she's away right now, and it's her first time, being away from me throughout our relationship, and I kind of have trust issues, so I don't know how to cope with her being away at this moment from me. What do you think I should do?
Trust issues. Okay, so how can you... So you love her?
Yeah, and it's her first time being away from me throughout our 6 months being together, so I don't know how to deal with it.
How long are you going to be apart?
It's going to, I believe, a week and a half to 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay. All right. So are you in phone contact with each other?
Yeah, about 3 times a day. We say hi, we text,
3 times a day, that's great. Okay, so... can you send little, so again, you want to set your intention of she's trustworthy. You don't, because you don't want to get back the not trustworthy bit. You want to, so how can you, in yourself, find a place where you can see her as being trustworthy, and then write to her, send her text messages, little love notes that are coming from that place in your heart of, oh, I trust you, you're trustworthy. Okay, so start from that place. Now, because you've got your doubt, but you don't want to have more doubt. You want to have more trust.
Exactly.
All right, so you're understanding that. So the first shift is in your heart. You intend that you're going to be in relationship with somebody who's trustworthy. If she's not trustworthy, you don't want to be in relationship with her anyway, right?
Of course.
Right. Okay. So you're going to start with that intention of, I'm in relationship with someone who's trustworthy. And how can you then act from that place of love in your heart, that you are setting that intention so that she's going to pick up that vibration that you love and trust her. Okay? So then the next phase, the next thought is, can you do a visualization where you are connecting your heart to her heart, and the place where you're one with, we're all related, so a place of oneness, and see that love flowing through that triangle, your heart, her heart, place of oneness, and every day just do a little bit of energy recharge on that to keep that love flowing, so that you're not sending out any vibration of fear and anxiety and mistrust. You're sending out instead that intention of, I love you, I trust you, you're worth trusting, you're worth keeping, because she'll pick that up.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It definitely does. It definitely does. And now, like, on her end, I think, honestly, she thinks the same way I do, that she might not be able to trust me, that now that I'm alone, and how... do I do the same thing and make her feel comfortable and make her be aware that I'm okay, that I'm not going to do anything on my end? Like, should I do the same thing,
right,
but first?
All right, so are you trustworthy?
Of course I am.
All right, there you go. So you're going to be in that intention. You're setting that very strong tone of, I am trustworthy, you are trustworthy, we are trustworthy. We're a thing.
Right.
Okay. So the first little step is in your heart of, I am willing to trust you, and that's a big step.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So that
yes, it definitely does. This is
okay.
This is great. This is what I needed, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
All right. Thank you so much.
And what is your girlfriend's name?
Janet.
Janet. Okay. So Sean and Janet, I'm going to see you. I'm also going to energize your little love triangle of your heart to her heart, to the place of oneness, and I will see you being a loving couple.
Thank you. That was sweet. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, Sean, thank you for your call. We appreciate it. If anybody else has a question or comment, wants a little advice from our guest, Leah Skurdal, reach out to us here live in the studio, 631-656-5434. We'll take a quick break and come back more with our guest right after these words right here on All Business Media.
Every business needs professionals they can trust. Let it be your lawyer, accountant, electrician, even the company plumber are all people you can trust. So why are you settling for your printer vendor? They never respond to your questions, and when they do, it's always late. Always seems to take an eternity to get your printing done and ready, but you've dealt with it because there really wasn't another alternative. That is until now. Max Image Printers. Take the worry out of your printing needs. As a hybrid company both on website and phone, they welcome clients, businesses of all sizes, to call and ask questions to make as many orders as you need, with the confidence of having your work printed, beautiful, and ready in just a few business days. Bring the trust back into your printing. Maximize your printing experience with Maxim Image Printing. Call now at 801-977-8330. Email Keith at maximage.net. Visit the website, maximage.net. Max Image Printing. Quality service. Guaranteed. If you're not happy, you don't pay.
South Austin Counseling Services, LLC, SACS, offers the South Austin and surrounding communities professional counseling services of a diverse and committed group of independent mental health professionals. The licensed mental health clinicians at SACS specialize in providing professional counseling and wellness services to individuals, groups, couples, families, teams, and even businesses. Our independent professionals have the education, experience, and complementary specialties that allow us to meet diverse client needs and wants in just one location. So why go anywhere else? If you're looking for professional counseling, psychotherapy, clinical assessments, wellness services, customized training services, or even more, call now to 512-280-5315 or go to our website, southaustincounselingservices.com. You can also email info@southaustincounselingservices.com. South Austin Counseling Services, LLC, your one-stop shop for wellness.
All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable with Rick Delgado. Exclusively on All Business Media.
And welcome back to All Business Media. And yes, I am your host, Rick Delgado, joined by our guest, Leah Skurdal. Leah, say hello, please.
Hello, Rick.
Hello, Leah. And again, thank you so much for joining us. Leah is the owner and founder. She's also a speaker, teacher, and author as well at Mastery in the Art of Living. You can go to the website of the same name, masteryintheartofliving.com. Gotta ask you here, Leah. I know you started did you start the spiritual Pilates this week? Or was that something else I'm thinking of?
I've been doing a spiritual Pilates class this month in August, and now I'm starting the next session in September.
And so I knew something was coming up. I just wasn't sure when.
Yeah, so next week.
All
right, next week is September. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. Actually, this week, I think it's Saturday, right? Is Saturday September 1st?
Right.
Holy moly.
I know.
Summer is over. Well, not really. Still got a few more weeks. But everybody considers the summer over as soon as Labor Day happens next Monday.
Yeah, well, we've got another week to party, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Or if you're not gonna abide by those norms, you can party well after that too. Especially if they're.
I love that change of seasons. So we look forward to fall.
Do you?
And yeah.
Yeah, you guys get cold out there though.
In Minnesota, well, it does get cold in the winter. Yeah, but we didn't have as much snow last winter as you did.
I saw Fargo.
That's true. It does get pretty.
Does it really get
cold?
Is the ice that bad?
Oh, yeah, it can be.
It can be.
Yeah.
Wow. Sometimes you see things in movies like, I can't really be that way. Or you don't even think about it, but it's like the little things where you see the guy standing on his, he was in front of his driveway trying to chip away the ice with that shovel. And, what's her name's character came up to talk to him about it. And it's just like, do people really do that? And then for some reason, I don't know, out of nowhere, Leah, for some reason I was poking around on the internet the other day and I saw somebody trying to chip away at ice and just slip and land on their face. I'm like, that reminds me of Fargo.
Yeah, actually.
Because that's exactly what the person was trying to do.
It does happen. So, and so that's another one of those in Scandinavian culture we say ufta. That's a big ufta. Like, oh my gosh. So that what do you do when stuff like that happens? The stuff of life. It's not only ice, but maybe you just you get off for the day and you trip on the, you stub your toe, and does it have to throw off your whole day? And can you get back on track? with feeling good even when things are challenging around you, because they certainly do. These things around you get challenging. That's just the stuff of life.
Yeah, it's just, and it depends on how you react to it, and if if like you mentioned earlier, you go inward and kind of use that to kind of self-correct, or do you just let it fly like I did the other day?
Well, and then sometimes we let it fly, and then we get back on track,
right.
And then we pause, and then we but it's very important to be intentional. What do you want to be creating? just like we ask our caller, what do you want?
Right.
And so that you are acting the way you want to. You're taking the stand. You're taking the steps of acting the way you want things to work out, instead of the way you don't want to fear what you don't want.
Yeah, because
Does that make sense?
And if you focus on what you don't want, you usually end up bringing that upon you anyway.
That happens.
Yeah.
So it's very important to self-correct and be intentional about what you do want.
Right. Yeah, intentional being the key word there. Again, we're talking with our guest, Leah Skurdal. Hey, we do have another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name?
Okay.
Hi, my name is Tracy. How are you?
Hey, Tracy. Hi, where are you calling from?
I am calling from Florida, Orlando.
Okay.
I just had a quick question. I recently just got out of a relationship, and I'm trying to move forward with my life emotionally, mentally, and I just want to get out of my head. And I'm taking the proper steps to do what I have to do, but it's really hard, and there's always a step back. So I don't really know what else to do to make my mind free. I've been meditating. I've been working out. I've been doing things on my own. I'm just really not too sure how to fully, completely get out of my head.
Yeah, that is tricky because you've got a lot of emotional investment in the story of how your life and your relationship was. Sure. Okay. So here are a couple thoughts. One of them is to, when you notice that you're thinking in a direction that you don't want to, stop and notice. First, notice, and secondly, breathe through your heart. Imagine that you have a nose in the center of your chest, and you're breathing through your heart, and that takes the focus out of your head into your heart, and just notice that. See if you can do 10 breaths through your heart, and if that doesn't start to calm you down. So that's one thing you can do. That'll bring you back into your body and out of your head. And that's a simple thing to do. And it's about your awareness. Noticing that you are again spinning around in your head, and becoming again intentional about bringing your energy down to your heart. Because you've got some healing to do in your heart. Sounds like you had some pain associated with that. So here's a second idea. One is, if you have maybe a story that keeps going on rewind in in a loop in your mind, you can rewrite that story. And when we rewrite the story, you're not changing what happened, but you're going to change the way you feel about it. So, for example, you can tell the story the way it happened, okay, and then imagine in your mind that you're just going to tell a new story about the way you would have liked it to have gone, or what you could have said, what your partner could have said that would have made you feel better. You can then you can make it silly and play the whole story on fast forward, or have the other person say something with a Mickey Mouse voice, or a Pinocchio nose, or some other accent that is funny to you, and just keep playing the story over and over again, changing it so that it seems ludicrous, so it seems ridiculous, and see if it doesn't take some of the energy charge out of it, so that then when you think about it again, you won't be as sucked into the story. Does that make sense?
Oh. Yeah, it does, and it's funny that you say that because I've been taking comedy classes just to, when I get upset, I want to hear something funny, so I change everything around. So I like that, but I didn't really think of, actually speaking in my mind with somebody else, with someone else's voice. I never really thought about that, so I'm gonna try to do that as well. So
okay, and you might have fun in your comedy class then to retell your drama in make it ridiculous and make it part of your part of your comedy routine.
Yes, absolutely.
You can have fun with it.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. That's wonderful.
All right, yeah.
Bye, Tracy.
Well, Tracy, thank you for your call. We appreciate it. That's interesting. It might be a little weird if you do that out in public. You might want to at least practice at home first.
Practice at home first. Yeah, that could be. Sure.
Because then, of course, now you're really strange. You thought the guy yelling at himself in the driveway was weird. How about the girl walking down the street doing a cartoon voice talking to herself? That would be even weirder. But again, it's designed.
Well, I've not done that in public. I've only done that in the privacy of my own space.
Right. And you're right. It does kind of, I guess it helps you kind of think, all right, you know what, maybe things aren't as bad. It's not as serious. You know what I mean? If you can have
and once you can laugh at a situation, then it changes the energy. It doesn't change what really happened, but it changes how you feel about it, so you aren't sucked into it anymore.
Yeah, and it takes the power away from what's angering or messing you up. Again, we've been talking with our guest, Leah Skurdal. Reach out to her directly, 651-472-3995 or masteryintheartofliving.com. That is her website that you can go to. I'm there right now. You can go check it out for yourself. You can see what events and programs she's got coming up. She does energy healing as well as, and of course, click on the last link over to the right. That's the one for the books. Seeking Serenity: How to Find Your Inner Calm and Joy, which is a book that you can get so you can deal with things and how to respond to the roller coaster of your life. Shouting at your kids, forgetting to take care of yourself. All these things she covers in the book. You can calm down and kind of deal with it before you blow up. Kind of like what we're talking about today. Self-connecting.
Exactly. That's wonderful.
Going inward. Yeah, going inward and really doing the work on yourself.
Yep, that's great.
All right. Well, again, Leah, thank you so much for joining us. As always, we appreciate it. Reach out to her, 651-472-3995 or masteryintheartofliving.com. We'll be back with more on All Business Media right after these words.
All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable with Rick Delgado. Exclusively on All Business Media.
They'll challenge your authority. They'll try to break your will. They'll push you to the edge of your sanity. Because that's what kids do. But this car is your territory, not theirs. Defend it. Who makes the payments? Who cleans it? Who drives it? You do. That's who. And in here, your word is law. So when you say you won't move until everyone's buckled up, you won't budge an inch until you hear that click. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. For more information, visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup.